G'day guys, Vamsy here from Proxy, and I found something really cool over the weekend. Check this out. So if I'm someone accessing it from the US, it'll redirect me to Amazon.com iPhone 12 page, but if I change my country to say UK, then click on the same link, it'll now open Amazon.uk with the iPhone 12. Also, here's another cool example. So if I add a regular YouTube link to swipe up to Insta Story, you can see that it'll open YouTube video in a web view. But if I use a deep link on Insta Story and swipe up, it'll automatically open the video in the YouTube app, and it'll also play the video with sound on, which is pretty cool. So how would you do that? Well, the answer is rather simple. It's just special links. Internet is full of links and stuff, but the thing is, most people don't really understand that stuff. So for example, there's universal link, deep link, short link, and internet brand links, and much more. But after watching this video, you'll have a better idea of what links they are and how they work and that kind of stuff. I bet you didn't know most of them. Anyway, I'm Vamsy. Without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, the first most popular one is URL Shortener. And like the name suggests, all it does is shortens your URL link from a longer one to a smaller one. For example, you can take something like my awesome video on URL Shortener and turn it into this. This enables you to shorten the length of it by making it easier to share on YouTube or Twitter, where the word limit is quite limited. Another thing that most good URL shorteners offer is some kind of analytics and click tracking. There are dozens of URL shortener websites, but Bitly and TinyURL are amongst the best and common ones. While you can shorten URLs with, free services from bit.ly or tiny.url, there's often quite spammy and they're really short and hard to remember, and that's where branded URL comes in. So for example, you could take something like techwiser.com / my awesome video on URL shortener and turn it into techwiser.com /URL shortener. As you can see, so you can customize the whole short URL. Although one thing that most people don't know is that you need to buy a domain name or change your existing domain name records if you want to use the branded URL content. It's pretty easy and most people can do it on their own by, just following simple instructions. Of course, you can also get some kind of analytics and click tracking. Branded URLs are generally paid though, so for example, I use bit.ly premium and I pay about $15 a month to get branded URL and use, Reblandy service. Or you can use Reblandy service. On the free plan, you're limited to about 500 total brand links and 5,000 clicks tracked. But that's plenty if you just want to start out. So we saw short links and rebranded links, but we're yet to see universal links. So basically what it does is that if you click on a URL, it delivers them directly to the app if it's installed in the phone. So for example, if you click on this same link from an Android and iPhone, you'll see that the link will automatically understand which operating system it's on and open the App Store and then the Play Store accordingly. And if the app is already installed, it will just open the app directly. Of course, you also get some kind of analytics and click tracking like before. Now, how do you generate these universal links or deep links? Well, that's for you to have to get paid plans, since this is mostly on a marketing feature offer to businesses. You can use services like branch.io or bit.ly and etc. So another popular link that you might have seen on YouTube is something like this. So these are special links that help you create Amazon affiliate links that work on every country, and they use a smart link that redirects you to the correct Amazon store by clicking on the link. So say I came across this YouTube video in the description and I can see these gni.us links for Apple iPhone 12. Now, if I'm someone sitting in the US, it'll redirect me to Amazon.com iPhone 12 page. But if I'm sitting in, say, UK using Proxy's VPN and then clicking on the same link, it'll now open Amazon.uk with the iPhone 12 page. This way you have a global audience and you don't lose the commission. But they are more targeted towards Amazon affiliates. To generate these kind of links, you can use services like Genius, which is what I use, or you can use Amazon links as well. It's still in the beta though, so that's just a caveat. So these are links like LinkedIn or link in bio that are quite often used on Instagram. So Instagram gives you native URL in the bio, but that's not enough for most people because there might be multiple links that you want to click on. And that's where third-party profile link comes into play. So with a Linktree link in your bio, you can guide your followers to a simple landing page that is customized with your favorite theme or even your own branding. And with a link in bio link, for example, let's take the Verge Instagram handle, it looks identical to Instagram Grid. So you can add link to all of your Instagram photos and videos, and it'll take you to that relevant article, which Instagram doesn't allow natively. Both of these services are free, but after a point, you'd have to pay. Of course, you get the analytics with all these links. So the last kind of link that I want to talk about is deep links. So this one is basically similar to universal link, where you just tap on a link and then it takes you directly to the app if that one's installed. But there are a few changes, so listen carefully. So for example, if I add a regular YouTube link to swipe up on an Insta story, you can see that it'll open YouTube video on the web view. But if I use a deep link on Insta story and swipe up, it'll automatically open the video in the YouTube app, and it'll also play the video with sound on, like before, which I just explained. Another example is that if I share a regular iPhone 12 link from Amazon to one of my followers on Twitter, by the way, I tweet mostly about gaming, fitness and memes and stuff, so follow me on Twitter at Vamsicle if you fancy. Now, you can see that it'll open Amazon page on Web UI where I'm not even logged in, so I can't even make the purchase. But with Deep Link, it'll open the Amazon app on your phone and then take me to the iPhone 12 page. This way, your followers can make the purchase directly. And of course, there's also real-time tracking and deep analytics data, just like before. To generate these kind of links, you can use free services like rich.url or open an app. They are free right now, but you can't say that for the long run. So those were the different kind of links that are available on the internet. I'm sure there's more, but these are the popular ones that are out there. But if you learned something, maybe you didn't, but you did, click on that subscribe button and like the video if you did. Also, if you ever come across a link on a website or a page somewhere, just hover your mouse pointer over the link. That way you'll see the URL that it's going to end up in, and you'll know if it's legit or not, or if it's just another spam. Also, you can use third-party expander apps like GetLink Info to see if it's actually safe. Anyway, I'm Vamsi, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.